emergency market video. I had to make a video with the training variety packs. We're going to talk all about the market impacts, what my plan is again this weekend. But first, let's take a look at the new legends. The LTD is going to be right tackle Forrest Gregg. We hadn't really got a legend right tackle or any right tackle of some significance in the game. Forrest Gregg, the first 90 plus overall right tackle. Seth Joyner is going to be your left outside linebacker for the set guy. By the way, you can see 91 overall for these legends. And then the offensive player is going to be LaDainian Tomlinson, which I can expect him to have, what's that, running back apprentice. Hopefully it's for 1 AP. I will actually probably be picking him up next week. LT, those are your legends, but that's really not what this video is about. All right, this is about the 12-6 curveball that EA threw us this morning, that being the Training Variety Pack. Now, the reason they dropped the Training Variety Pack is pretty obvious. They had to make training go up, and they really had to lower or raise the low core elite market because, well, we're getting Team Diamonds next week, and having 84 and 85 core elites being training discard at 18K and 13K, that really wasn't going to sit well with EA Sports, especially with those cards being the main cards probably in the sets we're getting next week. So what does this mean on the market? Now, we're going to go through the direct impacts, like what has happened right now. And then we'll talk about more like the long term, like through these next 20 days, while the pack is at least guaranteed to be in the store. Now, obviously, training has gone up. 84 overalls now that were lazy selling at 19K are lazy selling for 31K. 85 overalls, which were lazy selling at 28K yesterday, are now going for like 38, 39K. Training has essentially gone from 13, 14 per all the way up to 25 per. And I'm going to be straight up with you guys, that's going to stay the same. Now, the other impacts you can see, Gridiron Guardian, Jeffrey Simmons now is even on the block, even more just because you can get an LTD in the reroll. Also, you will have noticed a lot of the high-end guys like Ultimate Kickoff cards have gone up in price, and that's just because with training going up, the Ultimate Kickoff reroll is more expensive, so the players in the reroll have to go for more coins. Those are your main direct market impacts. Pretty obvious, I know, but we got to talk about them. The other small little market impact, and this one's, I think, going under the rug a little bit. The biggest thing I got from this reel is, yes, training has went up. We'll talk about it later, but training's gone up. It was kind of had to go up. It was never going to stay around 13 per in the early month of September. But, all right, but the low-end market, the 83s, the 84s, the 85s, even the 81s, those have been the cheapest training all year, and we have never seen that in the past. In past Maddens, and we're going to go back to Madden 22, I'm just talking about, not actually go back to it. In Madden 22, the cheapest training at this time of the year last year was your 87s, your 88s, your 89s, and your 90s. It was a direct opposite. Like, low elite cards are the cheapest training in this game. Well, it was. And last year, it was the high elites were the cheapest training. So what I'm getting out of this, the biggest opportunity I see for myself and what I like to do and how I like to make coins, is I think going forward, remember last year how the highest set pieces, the 87 team of the weeks, the 88 team of the weeks, and the 89 team of the weeks were the cheapest training every single Tuesday afternoon? I think that is going to make its return, because with the 88 team of the weeks, remember, we're getting an overall boost. So these 87s are seeing Isaiah Simmons 150 right now. They were 80K 2 nights ago. You're now going to see those 88 overall Team Elite cards on Tuesday most likely be 115K, right? That's at the high end. I think they could be 100K. They were 80K this week. They were 90K the week prior at the low end. The 88 Team of the Weeks are probably going to be 115K, and that is 25 per. That would be cheapest trading, which gives us more security when investing in those Team Elite cards. I mean, you can see, if you bought Amon St. Brown and Isaiah Simmons at their lowest, which was 80K Wednesday night, they're 150 now. They go up either way because their supply just gets absolutely cut short. No one opens packs after the first 24 hours for Team Elite cards. So I think moving forward, I really like those 88 overall Team Elite cards. As long as they're under like 120, I might go crazy this upcoming Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night when buying those cards. Okay, so those are the direct market impacts. Now in the background, I streamed for like 2 hours prior to making this video. I'm going to stream actually later tonight, playing more Weekend League, but you're going to have some training variety packs in the background. Now I'm going to talk about like how is my plan adjusted this weekend? How is the market really adjusted? Like my whole mindset behind the market. Well, first off, I need you guys to get in. This has to just like, you got to rewire your brain. Okay, this was essentially a market reset. Training now is back to a normal price. Training at 25 per, that is a normal price. Last year at this time, training was, I think, 35 per. So either way, we were living in a Mickey Mouse fairy tale land where training was 12 and 13 per, and cards like 84s and 85s were dirt cheap. Now we're back to a more realistic market within Madden. This was EA's way of kind of just saying, we can't have the market that low going to Team Diamonds. We have to raise the market. So even though we were buying 84s at 13K and 85s at 18K last weekend, I am still going to be investing into Team Diamond pieces this weekend. And yes, I will be buying them at 24K and 32K. I don't know the prices exactly. I'm kind of waiting until tomorrow to buy those pieces and give you guys the prices. But I'm still going to be Team Diamond investing, and I'm still going to be training investing. Now, you might think, well, why would you buy training? It's gone up by 10 points. Well, the thing is, the way the Training Variety Pack works is when you're putting in training into the pack, you can see the bulk of the cards you get are just platinum cards. So training is not being put back onto the market. I think we actually see training slowly rise probably over the next 2 weeks because we just got an odds boost, so we're not going to get another, like, huge swing in packs being open, right? I guess when the pack chart ends, but that doesn't really matter. It's 10 to 20% of the pack opening. I think of the whole community is in pack strike, right? When we go into this next week, we're going to probably have the AKA one-time offer again. We're going to get Gridiron Guardian Part 2 cards. And even if that, the 84s and the 85s are still trading discard, they will still probably go up when Team Diamond sets come out and they are involved in the sets. So I think training, even though it's at 25 per, realistically, it's probably going to go up to 30 per at some point next week. Or not 30 per, like 27, 28 per, and we sell for 29. I think it still has room to grow. It's just because with normal rerolls, you put training in, you get training out, so the market is always in circulation where, like, training's being bought, but training's also being listed. Whereas right now, we're buying training, we're taking training off the market, and we're just getting straight liquid coins back for them. So I know you might be a little bit hesitant, like, oh my god, I'm terrified. Like, what if training goes back down to 13 per or 13 and 14 per? It's just not. If training drops down to, let's say, 20 or 15 per, well, this Training Variety Pack becomes pretty much unlimited coins. I mean, you could look at the polls in the background. I did around 700k worth of coins in Training Variety Packs. I profited about 300k. I did get lucky, but these rolls are not terrible. And the way it works is you get coins back. It's just platinum players. So if training drops, that makes these rerolls a loophole, essentially. So for the next 20 days, training is pretty much going to have to stay at least above 25 per. It might go a little bit below in certain days, right? It might go like maybe in 2 weeks on a Saturday. It goes down to 22, 23. But it's going to have to stay at 25 per. Otherwise, this reroll becomes a loophole. So don't worry about training going down. Seriously, if training goes down, in your head, you should be thinking, oh my god, the Training Variety Pack is free coins. That's all you should be thinking. So yes, I'm going to be investing in training. I'm going to be investing in Team Diamonds now. Maybe I don't put 6 to 7 mil of my 10 mil into the investments. Maybe I'm more now focusing on 80 to 81 cards. Since those were our favorite investment going into Team Diamonds because they were involved in team builders, they're also going to be involved in sets. And they're not really, like 80 overalls are not training discards, so they're not being bought for training. The only competition you have for those is people doing team builders or they're prepping for Team Diamonds. So I hope I get this across to you guys that this is just the new reality. For at least the next 20 days, training is always going to stay above 23, 24, 25 per. It's probably going to go up to like 30 and 32 once we get more rerolls next week, as well as Team Diamonds is going to make your 84s and 85s go up in price. I also think Tuesday now is going to be the cheapest day to buy training. We'll see what happens on this Tuesday. Again, Team Diamonds are going to be Wednesday. By the way, there's the, I don't know if it might have been a little bit delayed, but there's the Jeffrey Simmons pool I got. The bulk of what I profited off of was the Jeffrey Simmons, but we're going to have LTDs. And the other thing is these Training Variety Packs are going to have whatever LTDs and packs, they're going to be in them. So the Legend LTD is going to be in these Training Variety Packs. So we might see training, even though I'm waiting to buy my cards tomorrow, Saturday, we might see training rise a little bit more on Saturday with the new LTD and rerolls. It's essentially a new reroll because we're getting a new LTD in them. So yeah, we have to really just rewire our brain to understand that this is the new reality. This is the new market reset. Training is going to have to stay above 25 per. Otherwise, the Training Variety Pack is going to be unlimited coins. Okay? So you don't have to worry about training going back down to 13 per, or even going down to 20 per. If anything, training is only going to go up. So yes, maybe I'm not buying an absolute shit ton of 84, 85 core elites because they have essentially doubled in price. But I still love my 80, my 81 investments, and I do like, you know, dabbling into the 84 and the 85 core elite market because, you know, Team Diamonds are going to be good. They're always some of the best cards in the game, and if those cards are involved directly into the sets, which they should be, you're probably going to see your rare 85 cards go from, you know, your 32 mark to your 40k mark and your 44k mark, and that is really, really good profit. So that's what I wanted to make this video about. I know a lot of you guys might be panicking, like, oh my god, investing is dead. Like, no, this is just the new reality. It's the new reality. This Training Variety Pack, if anything, gives a more secure floor to training. You don't have to worry about training really crashing. If anything, it's only going to go up over the next 1 to 2 weeks. As people learn more about the Training Variety Pack, they probably are able to extract more coins from the contents inside the pack. And, well, we're still going to be investing into training on a weekly basis, as well as we're still going to be going through our Team Diamond investments. If you're a Twitch sub, make sure to check the target prices in the Discord tomorrow. I will be updating them throughout the day on what I am buying for. You can always DM me. I'm a pretty nice guy. Just DM me asking what prices I'm buying cards at. I will 99.9% respond, as long as you aren't a Raiders fan. All right, but that's the video. Comment if you have any questions. I know you guys are probably gonna have a lot of questions about the market. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. The next video for me will probably be Monday, just because I didn't want to wait and put this video out Saturday. Next 2 days, I don't really have much. I can make a no money spent. I'll need like what I bought, but that's about it. Next video is probably Monday, Market Monday. Until then, comment, like, subscribe if you're new. Deuces.